Greetings. Anybody who's taken a trial lesson with me knows that I talk about thinking in English, thinking to yourself in English. And this is something that's very near and dear to my heart in terms of helping folks to be able to, in the moment, something they haven't prepared for, some topic that's novel to them, they don't know very much about. And we want to be able to have that ability to clearly and concisely be able to speak to something, even if it's just to say, I don't know very much about that, but maybe ask a particular question about it to learn more. Okay? So let's listen to a little bit of what Rachel says. This is the first, just the very first video in a series that has currently 11 different videos of Rachel helping us to learn how to think in English. Okay, so anybody who's had a class with me, this is very similar to what I've shared in that. But I encourage you to go through these, all of these, and again, they go in increasing orders of difficulty and challenge.
If you're translating in your head, then you know that that's a frustrating way to speak English.
Right.
But the good news is there are concrete things you can do to practice to stop translating in your head and start thinking in English. In this video, we're going to give you tips and strategies to start thinking in English, stop translating in your head, and increase fluency speaking English. And what a better way to start 2020.
Okay, so it's not 2020 anymore, but I can still have the goal, right? Okay, so this is, she's going to go through the steps, right? The first of is look around you and name what you see. Second is to form simple sentences. Although what I like to say is if I don't know the word, step two is actually writing down words we don't know in our native language. And later on, we can go ahead and add those words to our vocabulary. We can practice pronunciation, which is another one of my videos I encourage you to go look at. Okay, so this is great, and so we have more and more levels of difficulty. I'll just
Today we're going to work on your skill of
show things, and she's going to highlight them. Okay, and you're supposed to figure out what all these things are, like name them, and then she's going to go through. So we have probably a pitcher, a wine glass, and so you're asked to just name the things: coffee cup, okay. Neck or nape of the neck, backpack. So you're just going through
checking in on you.
You don't know. You're having practice of all the different things, even in a somewhat simple photo like this, right? Okay, of a delicious looking pizza. Okay, so this is a second thing, just identifying words that you haven't had a chance to study for, and you just either know or you don't know. Okay. All right, the third one
Today
here.
we're working on the skill of thinking in English. And join in, write in problems.
This
I
is
have
with
the same problem
conversation.
when I want things in a great video or sounds. So now we're going to be moving on. We're going to be using verbs, adjectives, maybe adverbs in addition. Let's do one together. We're going to see a photo. This is of my son Stoney and my niece Emily on a recent trip to Mexico. You're going to see it for 10 seconds. And I want you to think in your mind, come up with one sentence in English. It can be as simple as it has to be.
Okay, so this is look at a photo and describe the photo, right? This is a great activity. I have a more formal version of this that I do using a different material. And that's usually a two-class situation. And this is where you also learn how to not only talk about photos that other people took, but what kind of story to tell. If it's your photo, how can you, tell us some more details about the photo. So that's what this one is here. Let's jump to an example here. So she's showing a photo of her and her son. And so we're supposed to look at this, right? Okay. And we're supposed to think about, okay, so this is Rachel and her son. They're laughing. They're eating a pancake or with fruit on it.
Did that timer in the corner stress you out? It's going to be there because I want you to practice thinking quickly.
Right. So this is the realism of this kind of situation where we want to be able to think, see, read, and react in a very quick manner. Okay.
Come up with some sentences that you may have thought of. Stoney is on Emily's lap. They're sitting in a white plastic chair at a restaurant. Stoney is eating pancakes with strawberries on top. Okay. Emily has her sunglasses on her head. They're both smiling. They look happy. The floor is tile.
So any of these are good. So this is for sentences. The next one is about conversation, etc. I'll leave it for now. Cheers, and really, 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 I invite you to check this out. Thank you very much. Bye.